Hey everyone, welcome back to making a pie. First, we're gonna clear off all of this stuff, and then we're gonna wipe down the table. Okay, so we've got the ingredients, we have the recipe, and we have the apples. I don't even remember how many apples it needs, so I just got 5. But this is Mel Cooks What? Mel Bakes What? Here's a letter that I received from the Dog Writers Association of America, a candle that I could not light, that's one thing less to clean, a new quip. All right, so we've got a blank surface. We're gonna turn on some tunes so that I can sing along. Oh, I almost sneezed. I can't sneeze. Bakers never sneeze. So it needs to look like this because we're literally making the pie crust. We're making the whole pie from scratch, but pie crust included. Beautiful. So the biggest barrier, I think, of this project will be cat jumping on counter. Any requests? Just kidding. You'll be watching this afterwards. I'm a little bit worried that I am losing my hearing because I listen to music loud all the time, which is exactly how one loses their hearing. I just feel like I don't know if other people are mumbling or if I just can't hear or am not listening, but that's what it is. Okay, let's do June 2024. Let's see how loud this is. All right, so we have Adrian Lenker, Bright Future, Not a Lot, Just Forever. I hope that's not too loud, but I feel like I yell, so. Okay, hello. Here's mixing bowl 1. I want to wash the other one. Here is pie pan. All right, I'm nervous about this for some reason. I forgot the rolling pin. I have this hand mixer that I got for free, this rolling pin, and I need to get my apron, and then I guess we can start. I'm nervous. I don't know why. Okay, we've got apple cutter, we've got cups, and then for Easter, my mom gave me these Pampered Chef tablespoon, teaspoon things that she has, so that's really sweet. I'm excited about that. I feel like a real adult. I'm so tired. Like, I feel like this week, even though it was short, is like so much. Okay, How I Get Myself Killed, Indigo D'Souza. That is really a song for the week. All right, measure a cup of flour and a half. Wait, I shouldn't tell you what the ingredients are, because then you can make my pie recipe. That would be crazy. Probably how I get myself killed. Oh, I need salt. Oh, I brought the salt. Never mind. I've never felt so dumb. Real. I'm not trying to be like a cooking influencer, I promise. I'm not even good at baking. I'm only good at making this specific pie. Salts for the germs out there. This is gonna be like a 40-minute video. I genuinely do not know if this is enough butter. And I looked at it before I went to the grocery store and I was like, this is fine. And now I'm really not sure. Felt sorry for you when I looked in your eyes. Good thing I have all these handy dandy things, huh? This feels like a tablespoon. We'll see what happens, honestly. I am doing an exercise, the emotions this week, like not intentionally, not like an actual exercise. I'm just like fighting demons, aka I have anxiety and a lot of trauma and have a crush on someone. So that's terrible. Being vulnerable is horrible. I don't recommend it. This is also the shittiest way I could have imagined possibly doing this. Watch me cut all of this up and then it be like, I could have just put the whole thing in here. Okay, I think this is great. Is it the perfect amount? I guess. But a fun fact is that I have never used a pastry blender, not once, since I made this for the first time in middle school. That was the only time I ever used it because I don't own a pastry blender. My mom did not own a pastry blender. I think it's weird when you're like you're starting anything in any sort of capacity with anybody, because like all the things that you thought you were kind of like over from the past, or even like the smallest things, can kind of trigger you in the weirdest ways. Like something that you haven't thought about for literally like 10 years, you could be like, oh, this is so hard. I went to the gym today and I did legs, but I should have done arms because this is like so difficult. Yeah. All right, you stay down there, bro. I'm seeing Hozier next week. I'm so excited. It's literally not even next week. It's in like 3 days. So excited. I love that man. I love that man like nobody can. I think that if you act in a little bit of courage, it can actually go a very long way. You know, sometimes doing things that are scary or just like taking a chance can be really beneficial. I also put my apron on. Not sure if I mentioned that. I'm clearly wearing an apron now. And then we put it in plastic wrap and label it and then put it in the fridge while we're doing the apples. Ah! Yeah, I don't know, I've cheated in the past. Not like on some, like while making this pie. If you guys could see my cat right now, you would laugh. She's like, I took one of the kitchen chairs, they're like high chairs, and I put it over there and she's just sitting like from afar watching me. Bro just loves to be included. I love her. Tomorrow is June, and then I get to be bisexual for a whole month. But after that, it's clipped. And you just mix those together as well. Isn't it weird how water acts as like a binding component? I'm sure there's like a chemical reason for that. This is what you do when you live alone. You make a pie, talk to a camera. You know, is he gonna put like Too Sweet and those 4 songs on that EP onto like a separate vinyl? Because I bought Unreal Unearthed and I have that on vinyl. I just want the other 4. Like, I'll buy the extended version if I must. I'll do anything for that man. I also don't know what I'm gonna wear to that concert. I feel like this is not a lot of dough, but maybe this is just like a large container. This is a large mixing bowl, maybe. Made a splish slosh. I thought I dreamed it. When will somebody speak about me this way? I don't know. Talk to me and write about me like I am a goddess. You could damn them to hell at any time. Where are the men like that? The Andrew Hoziers of the world, where are they? Okay, it's like working, but it's still like really crumbly. A manual for that. Ow. Did you hear that? That was my knuckle cracking. Crumbly at the moment, which is a little concerning. It's like, I'm really concerned about how flaky it is in the bottom. I'm having quite a struggle with this pie. I was thinking about like all the people that I interact with and stuff, and like it's so hard sometimes when somebody met you in like kind of a weird situation where they already didn't like someone else that you knew, and then they kind of just like always put you in that box, and like no matter what you do right, you can't really escape that initial lens that they saw you in. It's like kind of strange. If someone else isn't willing and open to chatting about that or like changing their perception of you based on your actions, that's kind of on them at that point, because they're just kind of holding a weird invisible grudge. It's working. Looks very good. Okay, I lied. Table feels a little bit too tall for this. Like if I was this tall specifically, I feel like it would be perfect. But I'm feeling a little bit wild. I feel like I talk about this like at least a little bit here and there, but like relationships are my mental health trigger. A lot of my problems, I guess you could say, come from my past relationships. So when I am faced with a new one of any kind, I sometimes can get to a really bad place. All right, this is looking okay. So now we just need plastic wrap, and then we're gonna put this little guy in the plastic wrap in the refrigerator. Also, this is not like me telling you how to make a pie, so if that's what you came for, it's a little late for you to find out that that's not what I'm doing here, but hooray, dough. Okay, if you haven't heard this, you're bugging. I saw it on TikTok, and I connected with the artist on Instagram, and she's fantastic. Boys, Boys, Boys by Veda Audi. Literally such a bop. What do you mean that this isn't a hit? It's so good. Oh, I forgot the, yeah. All right. Nothing drives me crazier than boys. So true. I don't think I can throw it behind my back and catch it, but that's gonna be a pie later. That's gonna be a pie later. The next step is the apples. I'm gonna wash them really quick. My friend Catherine gave me this amazing cream cheese frosting recipe, and that usually takes all my sugar. Look at these juicy, delicious little guys. I'm gonna give them a quick rinse and bring them back. I almost dropped these apples, but I didn't. Aren't you proud? I have my handy dandy apple slicer here. I picked all the ones that I thought looked like peppers because I thought it was kind of funny. Imagine they are peppers and this whole pie tastes so weird. Okay, why is this being so difficult? Okay. Why is this so difficult? This should not be this hard. I guess I should have peeled them first, huh? Why is this so hard? This whole playlist is just Hozier and Indigo D'Souza. Alright. I don't know how I can do this effectively. When I was younger. I don't even know what time it is. I feel like I didn't need to get 5 apples, I'm gonna be honest. Do you ever just like, you don't know something's coming in like a negative way, but like, it's happened so many times that you know exactly what it would feel like if it did happen. Even though a lot of times that feeling that you expect is actually a lot worse than you think it will be. Speaking of riddles today, this is the worst idea I've ever had in my life. Well, it's not the worst. The guitar in this part is so awesome. I wish I could play an instrument. I'm still trying to learn how to play piano after 3 years of attempts. I've checked my phone a bunch of times, but I keep forgetting to check the time. Maybe it's just none of my business at this point. Ugh, I just had like the randomest flashback to college and like the worst parts of it, and it made me feel literally nauseous. Hated that. Hey Siri, what time is it? Oh, 8:55. Ugh, I just randomly feel so stressed. I feel like something is slipping from me. I really did not need to buy 5 apples. I literally needed like 2 to 3. I guess I'll just eat them. They're like really crunchy, crispy. These kind of look like pineapples the way that I'm slicing them. Like a pineapple pie. You know, I typically do make apple, but I feel like it could have been also a blueberry sitch today. I've been thinking a lot about like my poetry, and I wrote a lot of it between 2018 and 2021, and it doesn't rhyme. I feel like it could be more perhaps considered like thought blurbs. This is easier, much easier. Okay, I'm like basically full, like with 1 cup after 1 apple, and I bought 5 apples, so I have literally so many. This is so embarrassing. I don't need this many. My cat is sitting right there. If she jumps on the counter, I'm gonna be so mad. I bought way too many apples. It's gonna be hella dishes after this, which is why I don't like baking. If I had somebody, I think, who I could make food for, who would do the dishes, I would probably do it more. But Enid does not eat apple pie, and she can't do the dishes. Alright, so this is over a cup. We still have, I kid you not, 4 apples. What is wrong with me? Oh, sick. Driving on the right side road. So American, girly. I'm so rude. I have to sleep when he's with me. I don't know if I should make these into tiny apple turnovers instead. So much sugar. That's what makes the pie, ladies and gents. All this sugar. I'm gonna put everything on this, and I'm gonna bring it back to the kitchen. It's a craving, not a crush, no. Zimt. It's cinnamon in German. I could eat that girl for lunch. Call me Gabriette? That's not what I thought she said. I don't know what I thought she said, but it wasn't that. Yeah, I'm a versatile woman, what can I say? Here she is, everyone. The pie of our dreams. She looks small, but she's mighty. Oh, the oven. It needs to be heated to 450. This is more of my gym playlist than anything. My cat's been watching me this whole time. Hey, baby. The way that I committed to making this pie was by telling everyone that I knew that I was making a pie tonight. I'm so serious. They were like, oh, what are you doing on Friday? Or like, what are you doing after work? Making a pie. And that's how I committed to making a pie. Because then if someone asks me how's the pie, I can't just be like, oh, I didn't make it. Because like, how embarrassing would that be? Where'd the lid of this go? Okay, so I tried to leave some. Alright, it's a little, and we might need some water. I don't know if this is gonna be my best one. I don't like the way that this crust came out. It's like too crunchy. Chaperone. This is terrible. This is not looking good at all. I'm upset. My head, but I want non-fiction. Ugh, and I know that you're not supposed to, I don't know, do too much to pie crust, so I'm like annoyed. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. It's like 199 degrees. When you're doing it with me, doing it with me. Okay, it's starting to feel like a little bit more the way that it's supposed to. As I said that, it all crumbled and fell apart. I was like, why does the pan look like that? It's because I put baking spray in it. Let's try this again. See what happens. Okay, not really the vibe either. Yeah! That's much better. I can't, I jinxed it. It's outrageous. Find me, oh my enemy. Why is this happening? It's like a fine line between too flaky and too moist. I don't think this is enough to make a pie, I'm gonna be honest. Cool. No, alright. Act like a bitch. This is so annoying, it's not working. Alright, all the pie crust went in here. I feel like in the past I probably made multiple of this pie crust or like more than this for the pie. So I'm feeling a little silly. I feel like it's not enough. There's not enough for top, so we're just gonna, it's just gonna be an open top pie. And then these will like shrink, I guess. This feels like not enough for a pie, maybe. All right, I guess we'll see what happens. It looks really minuscule. I'm a little disappointed in it. But I'm gonna check on the oven, and then if it's ready, I'll just put it in. In the oven she goes, and I'm gonna clean in the meantime.